on next week. The Catalina Wine Mixer? No, I'm kidding. It is going to be the High Fives Foundation, a nonprofit organization that specializes in helping athletes who have suffered life-altering injuries while pursuing their dream in their winter action sports community. They're hosting a holiday happy hour party. That's going to be Thursday, next Thursday, December 20th, from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's going to be inside the C.R. Johnson Healing Center in Truckee. And in studios, we have the president and co-founder of the High Fives nonprofit organization, Roy Tuscany, along with some other special companions, Kimberly Hathaway, who, by the way, thank you, Kimberly, for putting this together. She's with Hathaway Public Relations. And we have Galen Gifford from Big Truck Hats in here, plus bags, too.
That's
Galen
right.
making bags. Thank you guys so much for coming in. By the way, Roy wearing one of your Big Truck hats right now. Roy, is that your favorite version of the Big Truck brand here? Is that what you're sporting right there? Because we got a pink one that you can put on right there.
No, pink's for you. Don't forget that.
Okay, the pink's for me. The pink one's for me. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. And this is a lot of fun. Something I'm very passionate about. I'm not going to lie. I've been skiing since I was 2 years old. I grew up on the mountains here in Tahoe. Very experienced with injuries. And I mean, I've blown out both knees. I've separated shoulders, stuff like that. Stuff that will put you out, but not necessarily in my line of work stop you from working. And this is a very real thing. We always thought about this when I used to work over at Alpine. A lot of these athletes vying to become pro athletes, you're going to suffer injuries. It is a serious sport. It is a dangerous sport. And a lot of these people, wind up without having health care insurance, being able to cover these. This is kind of where you guys come in. This is a very serious thing that happens to these guys, and they are left with very little option after this kind of thing happens. And this is kind of what happened to you and how this started, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Back in 2006, overshot a jump in Mammoth. Something went wrong. When I came down, crashed from 30 feet up in the air. First fracture my T12 vertebrae right in my spine, and I was paralyzed from the waist down. And right then, at that point, I didn't know what to do. And out of the course of my recovery, I started to find out that, you know what, I needed to pay it forward for all these people that helped me. Because a lot of people came out and gave financial support to allow me to do all these great things to recover and get back to that point of what my goals were, because I'm always a goal-setted person. And yeah, it just was a niche that needed to be made, and I paid it forward in the creation of High Fives.
And it is really such a good cause. Like I said, this was something that you did not see coming. This was something that I'm sure they said it wasn't very likely that you would ever ski again, but nonetheless, 2 years later, you experienced your first chairlift ride since the accident. Can you describe the emotions going through your head that day?
Yeah, no, I mean, that day was... my buddies basically told me to go do it. They're like, you're totally good to go, let's do it. I was like, all right, I've worked really hard to get to that point. And through my whole recovery, that was a big thing. Always having friends around here. Tahoe, best community in the world.
Yeah.
All the way back in Vermont, where I'm originally from, and another amazing community. And that day I went skiing, the emotions weren't really there. It was more just the camaraderie of all my friends surrounding me. And, that's the concept that we use High Fives, creating a positive community to help people through recovery.
That's right. And it is so much. People just think about, well, the cost of healing and stuff, but it really is a support system and the friends and the people that keep you there involved in this, right? And it keeps your morale up throughout the process, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Morale's a big thing. You got to stay positive. There's no way to get through a recovery without having a positive mindset. If you go in negative, you're going to get negative results. But if you go in with positive mindset, positive things are going to happen.
Well, and this is, like we said, it helped out over 18 athletes. You guys...
34.
34 now. See, that shows my bio needs to be updated a little bit. But you know what? This highfivesfoundation.org, you can find out more info about that. And of course, through J.K. Sellers, High Fives, you guys got your own brand of wine now, right? This is amazing. Kimberly brought me a bottle. By the way, thank you, Kimberly. I was thinking we'd celebrate with that. We'll try to give some wine away, too, in a little bit. But this is really cool. So is this something that, you bring out at mixers now? You go, well, why don't we bring out a bottle of my wine? And then they see that it's actually your wine on the label.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Kimberly approached us with the concept, and it just seemed like a natural thing. We got our designer involved, put our brand on it. It's how we raise money. We use unique concepts, not just with wine. Big Truck brand hats. We have our own line with them. We brought one for you here today.
That is so awesome.
That's the pink one there, Connor.
Galen bringing that in from Big Truck Hats, and we do want to talk to you, Galen. This is something that you're going to be involved next week. You guys are both going to be down there for the mixer. The the big event going on involving J.K. Sellers, of course, Kimberly Hathaway helping put that on. So basically, this is a chance for the average Joe to go out there, hang out with not only you guys and drink some wine, but some of these pro athletes that they watch on the ski movies all the time, right? They're going to be out there too.
Yeah, you know, for sure. Good friend JT Holmes, Michelle Parker, other people in town. We also got Heckler Magazine doing cool Christmas portraits. Come get a funny one. We're going to definitely
I'll be down there for that.
Yeah, you will, for sure.
You know,
Probably
I don't
be the
know
guy
if I'll be in my
upside down.
Santa suit or birthday suit for that. We'll try to decide. Well, and dare I say, maybe medalist Julia Mancuso maybe stopping by. Darren Rawls said he wants to stop by. That's a huge turnout right there, right?
Yeah, we just had a huge event actually in Aspen, Colorado with Julia. Galen also manages Julia's career. He has many hands in many pots. He's also a board of directors member for High Fives. And we just had a great event in Aspen. Squaw Valley produced this event with Julia, and just, you know, it's just going great. And next week, I hope a lot of people can come out, because we take a different concept in fundraisers. You know, the firfirst 3 words in fundraiser are?
Fund.
There you go, and that's what we do. Yes.
That's right. I got it right.
Again, you win the pink hat for that.
Thank you. You know, I'm very secure in my masculinity, so I will wear that with pride, gentlemen. I will definitely wear that with pride. I'll wear it out to the mixer. By the way, you guys don't mind sticking around for a little bit? We'll talk a little more about that. I actually got a snippet from a phone call from JT Holmes, who talked about the foundation yesterday, very enthusiastically, I will add. If you guys don't mind, stick around, listen to some more music.
Yes, for sure.
It is going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be next Thursday, Sierra Johnson Healing Center in Truckee. It is going to be the High Fives Foundation Holiday Happy Hour. It's going to be a lot of fun, to say the least, and we'll talk more with the guys next. Who are we going to kick it off with? Pink Floyd. I hope that works, Ty. It will come up next on the Bandit.
Girls, do you love TV?